What's happening, guys? Let's quickly talk about Umar Nurmagomedov versus Merab Dvalishvili. I'm not even going to try to say his last name again, so I'm just going to refer to him as Merab. Before we get into this, if you want to support the channel, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. All right, I personally get excited for competitive high-level fights. These are two elites at the top of the game in their prime. Merab, of course, the champion at bantamweight. Umar Nurmagomedov, undefeated. From the Khabib Nurmagomedov lineage, Umar is a beast. He is like a well-rounded version of Khabib. What I mean by that is that he can do it all. He can strike pretty well. His grappling is top notch, kind of like Islam. Merab has some pretty crazy attributes as well, hence him being the champion. One of his strongest, I think, and underrated aspects of Merab is his mental toughness and his mind. His mindset is crazy. The guy truly is a machine, as his nickname goes. He is all gas, no brakes, go, go, go. I would say mentally and physically breaks guys. But Merab has really good wrestling. He's a strong grappler, physically strong in general. I wouldn't say like he's an elite striker, but he's effective. He knows how to use his tools, he knows how to use what he has. Then you mix that with the wrestling and grappling threat, and it makes your striking more effective, which is a common thing in mixed martial arts. We've seen it time and time again. You got a guy on paper and just in general flat out more skilled in the striking department. They compete against a guy that is a very strong grappler, and they're so concerned with being taken down that it affects the striking battle. The guy who has less skill standing starts getting the better of the exchanges because of that threat of the takedown. So Merab, again, he works with what he has. I'm not saying that he's a scrub striking. He certainly could hang with anybody, really. But that's not his forte, that's not his bread and butter. His thing is pressure, wrestling, grappling, which makes this fight so interesting because Umar Nurmagomedov is a phenomenal grappler. What's going to happen when these guys try to take each other down? Who's going to get the better of the wrestling exchanges? Who's going to take who down? Who's going to actually push the grappling exchanges? I don't think Merab is going to be afraid to go there with Umar. I think Merab is extremely confident in his skill and his ability in the wrestling and grappling. I think, in fact, he's going to want to test himself against Umar. But can he get Umar Nurmagomedov on the mat? Can he hold him there, do damage, and score points? Can Umar get Merab down? Can he do damage? Can he get a submission on Merab? Who's going to get the better of the striking exchanges? As far as like physical strength, and this is just my opinion, I think naturally the physically stronger guy is going to be Merab. Umar is hella strong for his size. That's years and years of grappling. That'll do it to you. Strengthens your tendons, your bones. He knows how to use his body, leverage, weight. Probably feels like a gorilla. Same thing with Merab. Now, one thing to think about, this may actually say a lot about Corey Sandhagen, less about Umar, but Umar kind of struggled with Corey. He was going for his takedowns, going for his entries, and he was being blocked by Corey. Corey did a great job in that fight of stuffing the takedowns, and when he did get taken down, avoiding big damage or standing back up, going for sweeps, reversals. Now, that could be a testament to how far Corey has come in his grappling and wrestling. He's been working very hard. But it begs the question, if Corey Sandhagen could give Umar Nurmagomedov fits in the wrestling and grappling, what's Merab going to do? Who has the momentum and the ultimate confidence coming into this fight? That's a tough question because Umar's undefeated. Merab has been on a run. He's the champ. Their confidence levels are through the roof. Let's go over a few aspects of the fight. Who's going to have the advantage striking? I think it's going to be competitive. I'm probably going to lean with Umar Nurmagomedov. He looks pretty comfortable on the feet. I like the way he mixes it up. Merab has come a long way. Merab likes to throw leg kicks, uses his boxing. But I'm going to give the edge in striking, I think, to Umar. I don't think it'll be a domination on the feet whatsoever. I think it'll be competitive. Just an edge to Umar. Wrestling, I mean, it might negate itself. I may actually lean towards Merab. And I say that because I think the cardio and conditioning will play a factor. And that's another crazy thing because you know Umar is going to come in ready and conditioned. And then it's like Merab just doesn't stop. This guy's like inhuman. He's just go, go, go. I'm personally going to give the edge in cardio and conditioning to Merab. The wrestling skill could negate itself, but the cardio conditioning and strength might make the difference. So little edge there in wrestling, I think, to Merab. I think Umar is going to struggle to take him down. We'll see, though. Could we see a finish in this fight? I don't know, this fight to me screams decision. I think they both could certainly finish each other, but I think they're going to match up so well, and I think it's going to be so competitive. I could just see like a chess match and a back and forth fight that goes 5 rounds. And who am I leaning towards? I know Umar is a beast. He's on a run. He's undefeated. He might be Merab's kryptonite based on his skill set, his confidence. There is something in the air. There's something funny in the air, but I'm still going to lean towards Merab. I think Merab's cardio and conditioning will play a factor. I think Merab's skill in the wrestling and grappling will make it difficult for Umar to implement his game. The Sandhagen fight is like somewhat of an indicator how well Merab should do, but every fight is different. Styles make fights. That was Sandhagen and Nurmagomedov. This is a completely different fight. It'll be interesting if these guys can't take each other down and it pretty much remains on the feet for most of the fight. I would think that Umar would start pulling it away, but Merab has done well with some pretty high level strikers. Of course, using his wrestling and grappling. I think if the fight stays standing, yep, I'm going to give the edge to Umar. And it's really tough to say who's going to get the better of the grappling. I think Umar Nurmagomedov might be more dangerous as far as like his whole skill set on the ground. But I think I will give the edge in grappling and wrestling to Merab. Most of that's due to his strength. And I think his cardio and conditioning is just like stellar. So final pick, long, hard-fought battle. I'm thinking a decision. I'm going to give the nod to Merab. It's going to be back and forth, high pace, high level, takedown attempts, scrambles. They're going to mix it up standing. And I think Merab will do enough to win a decision. I may be completely off here, but I want to read what you guys think in the comment section. Who do you think is going to win this fight and why? Would love to read your logic, your reasoning on this fight. Pretty familiar with Merab. Umar, I've seen his fights here and there. I know for sure he is going to be a threat to Merab's belt. We're going to see just how good he is when these guys throw down. But guys, thanks for watching or listening. Once again, if you enjoy the content, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. It really helps the channel out. I appreciate you guys. Enjoy the fight. We'll come back and talk about it afterwards. Later, my friends.